Hello, Daycarn here. Welcome back to Torment. I managed to get back through the scripture layer and into here. Okay, what's this? You poke idly around this old machine. It feels strangely and vaguely familiar, but memory faint, itching. Itch is fleeting. You have the barest feeling of images and information flickering around you, but nothing concrete, and nothing that lasts for more than a millisecond. Investigate. More machinery. Something about the device suggests datasphere to you, but no, the memory is gone. Okay.
Why not?
Ooh, what's this?
Go.
The device looks like it was once part of some large device or network of devices embedded in the rock beneath the city. Thick cables disappear into holes in the wall. The machinery gives off a low hum, just at the edge of your hearing. Try and figure out. Touching the etched surface reveals a display interface, but it seems unresponsive to your gestures. The display does show a vast network of other devices it must be connected to. If you're reading it correctly, there is a vast array of machines and engines operating somewhere underneath the city. This interface might control them. Try using it. You poke it, swipe it, yell at it, speak gently to it, but the interface is completely unresponsive to your commands.
Alright.
Okay, what's this? Sorrow looms from the skiffily crafted Muriel. You can almost feel its clammy tendrils wrap around your heart. Its unhuman victims twist and wither, pleading for impossible mercy. Some glowing bands of machinery have gone dark. It seems to be dying.
It's a plan.
Go.
Has to be something more in here, but ooh,
Of
loot.
course.
Always handy. Tome of Singing Fawns. Take all.
Making a note.
Well, I've got that book back.
I am the very soul of action.
So I'm guessing it has to do with more of this
I
mirror.
am the very soul of action.
No. Study. And large one. So
Why, of
nothing
course.
there. I probably messed something up. This isn't really the changing.
Look out below. Above. Sideways.
Has to be more to this.
Sure.
Oh, whoops! Forgot.
Yes.
Extra effort? Increasing your max effort level will allow you to spend more effort when performing tasks. Yes. Okay.
Find 'em. Something to do.
Is there anything I can do with this? Investigate. No. Oh. I'm not sure what I'm meant to do. That'll take me
At
out.
last.
Examining. I
I'm
guess I've got
going.
to go. I'll leave. Got no idea what I'm meant to do, but I'm trying my best. But at least I found the book. I can hand that in.
Let's go.
Okay. There he is. The thief returned. Flinders wondered why, but it did not ask.
Making a note.
Flinders snatched the book from the thief's hand. The merchant says, doing so, and yes, it was the same book, still sealed, still worthless, still priceless. The merchant traces the sigils on the cover for a long silent moment. As reward, Flinders invited the thief, the customer, to take one of the merchant's more ragged books as payment. Stock space was limited, after all, and the customer would be doing Flinders a favour. You leaned forward, they examined the bookshelf. Scanforce. That was, after all, the purpose of the establishment. Okay. Human hiding, separate. Yeah. The guy submitted it for that. The merchant says warmly. The merchant thanked her again. Okay. So, at least that quest's done. Maybe I should talk to the map maker.
Above. Sideways.
I probably didn't find the right doorway. What's the bet it's over the acid? Okay. There's the mapper. Come here. I've discovered it. You think the mapper says yes. Here is what's this in the mirror? He looks closely at his arms and records. Ugh. Gods, it's terrifying, even from here. He rubs the skin and as if trying to rid himself of the mural's image. His blue eyes look away, but at himself, and he shivers bone deep. I don't envy you seeing that thing, friend. Not at all. Anyway, I owe you a map, don't I? The White Death is hiding in a place called the Cave of the Last Words. It's an old thieves' bolt hole. They say Chilla herself used it, but they don't say where it is. Perseus pays, though, and I always spin my watchword. There's one way to get to it through the caravan, but it's sealed tight, and I've never found a way in. But you can get there from the underground. The switch know. They dug there. They can dig there again. Are you joking? Can you really tell me? Yeah. Okay. Farewell.
It's a plan.
So, at least I can dig with this guy again. Hello, my automaton. Just curious. Cave of the Lost Word.
Who are you?
Hi! The woman's skin is white, the color of alabaster or fresh ivory. Flat black eyes surrounded by sharply pointed features stare coldly at you. She wears jet black hair cut straight at the shoulders. Her clothes are functional and drab. Her cloak is fastened by a necklace of 5 canises, each of a different shape. She turns a black device over and over in her right hand.
Where did you come from? How did you know where to find me?
Her startled expression becomes a dark glower. A keen blade flicks through her fingers. You're sure it wasn't there a moment ago? Did I invite her here? No, I wouldn't have done that. He mutters. I think she and Kellistig would get along fine. I followed your trail. Excuses. Thought I covered it, though. Thought I covered my tracks, though. Thought. Fine. You wanted to find me? You found me. More the pity. So now it's time to talk. Wait. Are you asking the questions here, or am I? She glances at your tattoos. How new are you? What were the circumstances of your birth? When did it happen? Yeah, it's true. One eyebrow raises appraisingly. So you are the falling star. I've heard of you. Sagas insistent buzzing reaches even through these cave walls. Her eyes flick to your tattoo again, then back to her workbench. Suddenly the device is in her hand, though you didn't see her pick it up. You're one of us, then. Disembowelment would just be a waste of your time, and a mess for me. She spits it on the floor and scuffs it with her boot, all nervous energy. So, what do you want from me? I heard you might be able to find a DV. Yeah, straight to the point. The Renaissance, a glint of understanding shines in her eyes. Ah, yes, of course he would have hid it there. A crook grin plays about the corner of her mouth, and then vanishes. I know who can help you, or did. She shakes her head. It slips away. My mind has holes in it. One of our brothers took a rusty scalpel to my thoughts. My memories. I can't. She tears off. She catches a hold of the table and seems to anchor her. Her eyes harden.
I'll remember that.
No, you must do something for me. She caresses the black and jagged device knob and protruding with an antenna. A signal reminiscent of your tattoo is emblazoned on it. This is Tash's Mircaster. I want you to enter his mirror and find out what you can about the Jahak. I'm convinced that's the key. What is a... You don't know? I thought it was a common instrument. No, it might not be as much anymore. One of the curses of a long life. She laughs raggedly. Fashions come and go before you even know they exist. Probably easier just to let them go, or make new ones of your own, like some of the other castoffs. Sorry, not sorry. You should know this. You should know about things, history. That's what life is, knowing and doing. Makina, you need to focus. Tell her what she needs. She breathes sleepily. Jahar is an ancient woodwind, and this is one was kept in a sealed cave, behind massive doors from a prior world. It had powers, but I can't remember what those powers were. Okay. Ha! I'm really the first one to say the word to you. Oh, you're in for a surprise, sweet sister. Every castoff has one, just like every castoff has this. She taps the tattoo on your head. No one knows what they are for. Aris used to think they were a byproduct of the transfer process, just like us. She seems lost in thought for a moment. Then she shakes her head. Wherever they came from, they can be used like a kind of temporal viewer. You relieve an event in the life of the castoff, whoever's Mircaster it is. The event is called a Mir. Yeah. No, not spy, more like seeing pictures of their past, like watching them from inside their mind at the time, when they burned or raged or changed, when their life was at a moment of flux. Why can't you enter? Don't you think I've tried? She's now sudden rage, her knife a handspan from your neck. Do you think I would waste my time with a newborn, a thief who steals into my house, if there was any chance I could do this myself? Her shoulders heave up and down with each angry breath. I try, and my mind fills with static, like I'm talking to a Murden. Only it slashes and stabs and burns me, and I can't. It's the only makes things worse. Maybe it has already. She blinks and then confused. Why am I angry? Did you... She straightens, flipping knife back into her cloak. No, it's alright. Just find the damn jag, and I'll tell you whatever you need to know. Her brown furrows confused for a moment. She curses. If I knew that, I wouldn't need your help, would I? She lets out a long sigh. He stole the memory from me, alright. If you can find it for me, it will all come back. All of it. Okay. How do I enter? Hunger fills her eyes, a yearning. Hold the Meercaster. You'll feel the tug immediately. Don't resist. Empty your mind and let the tides pull you into the Meercaster. She collects us. Then just watch him. Watch for... Okay. Pretty straightforward. Okay, I'll do it. She plucks Tasha's Meercaster from the table. She looks at you. She looks at it... at you and back at the device. She licks her lips as if weighing her options, and then before she can hesitate anymore, she slaps it into your hands. It's surprisingly heavy. Do it, she says, her voice heavy. Find the junk. Bring me my answers. You focus on the dice, and you feel something tugging at your mind. Everything is wrong. Tasha's body's yours now, clinging to like a wet cloak. The world distant, too close, edges too sharp, memories like blood, flies buzz around your head, whizzing away before you can catch them. Hard-ridden under... Okay. Actually, I might leave it here. This is going long enough. And, may as well continue. This is Daycarn, signing off. Bye! Close around your throat and tightens, gasping, you sink to your knees. Fall to the side. Where is everyone?